The beauty of poker lies in its dynamic nature. Every hand presents a unique scenario, making rote memorization less effective than developing keen instincts. To achieve this, immerse yourself in the game, both through playing and observing. Watch experienced players navigate the table, analyzing their decisions and how they handle different situations. Imagine yourself in their shoes, pondering how you might react with the cards they hold. Witnessing their strategies unfold will gradually build your own intuitive understanding of the game. As you observe successful plays, critically assess whether you could have replicated them and achieve similar results. This introspective analysis will refine your strategic thinking and guide you towards continuous improvement. Before the cards are dealt, a proper shuffle is paramount to ensure randomness and fair play. A basic shuffle involves dividing the deck into two roughly equal halves, holding them face to face with thumbs on top. Using your thumbs, rhythmically flick cards from each stack, gradually merging them back into a single deck. To further enhance the randomness, have another player, not the dealer, cut the deck. This involves slicing the deck into and placing the bottom portion on top. Repeat the shuffling process several times for optimal randomization. The dealer, often referred to as the button, typically shuffles and baits last. After each hand, the dealer position rotates clockwise around the table. When it's your turn to act, you have the option to check. This signifies your decision to forego placing a bet at that particular point in the hand. Checking essentially passes the action to the next player in clockwise order. During the initial betting round, checking indicates you're unwilling to initiate a wager. However, in subsequent rounds, checking implies you'll stay in the hand with the current baits you've already contributed. If someone raises the stakes after you've checked, you'll no longer have the option to check again. You'll then need to either match the raised bet, raise it further, or fold your hand entirely. If no baits have been placed yet and you'd like to initiate the wagering, announce "I open," or simply raise the minimum agreed upon amount. If you choose not to open the betting, the action moves clockwise until someone opens or everyone checks. In the event of everyone checking, players decide whether to discard and draw new cards or keep their existing hand, known as holding pat. When there are fewer cards available to draw than the number a player desires, replacements will be drawn from the remaining deck. The dealer is then responsible for shuffling the discards and integrating them back into the deck. If you want to stay in the hand and match the most recent bet or raise, declare call or I call. This signifies your willingness to contribute an equal amount to the pot. For instance, if the player before you bet $10, you would say call and add $10 in chips or cash to the pot. Raise is your declaration of increasing the current betting amount. This tactic, also known as sweetening the pot, encourages others to stay in the game by offering a potentially larger reward. Raising necessitates completing the current betting round before starting a new one, allowing others a chance to call or raise your new bet to remain in the game. Players who have already called can simply check during this round, effectively ending the action unless someone chooses to re-raise. If the player before you bets $20 and you believe you have a strong hand or intend to bluff, you can raise by announcing raise to $30 when it's your turn. However, avoid table talk like "I see your 20 and raise you 10, which, despite its prevalence in movies, is considered poor etiquette. Saying "I fold" signifies your decision to relinquish your hand and forfeit any baits you've already contributed to the pot. This essentially means you're exiting the current hand and waiting for the next one to begin. You can fold at any point during the hand when it's your turn. To fold, simply place your cards face down on the table, discarding them into the designated pile. When you're ready to call it a night or day, depending on the game's intensity, it's time to cash in your chips. This translates to exchanging your accumulated poker chips for their monetary value. Head over to the cage or bank depending on the casino with your chips in hand. Inform the cashier of your intention to cash out, and they'll calculate the total value of your chips. Once the amount is confirmed, you'll receive your cash payout.